There's a man, and in his hand, a burning torch. Behind him, the outside world. In front of him, darkness. And this man walks into the cave. We don't know why he went in. No one forced him. No one is waiting for him. Inside the cave, there's no food, no warmth, nothing to gain or take. But he goes in anyway. 100 meters forward, the torchlight hits the walls. Shadows dance. The silence is so deep, he can hear his own breathing. And then he suddenly stops. He looks at the red earth in his hand. Then he looks at the wall, and he starts to draw. This scene happened thousands of times. Different continents, different people, different caves, but they all did the same thing. They walked into the darkness, and they drew something. In this century, we call it art. But those people didn't have that word. They just felt something and let it out. So what did they feel? The first explanation was this. They were hunters. What does a hunter do? He thinks about his prey, imagines it. Maybe if you draw a horse on the wall, you'll find a horse the next day. That sounds reasonable. But then someone noticed something. The animals on the walls and the animals actually eaten were mostly not the same. Deer was eaten the most, but deer wasn't drawn on the walls. On the walls there were horses, bison, mammoths. So clearly this was not a shopping list. Then what was it? Maybe a map. Maybe it marked dangerous areas. Maybe it showed where the herds were. But that didn't hold up either, because these paintings weren't in the most visible parts of the caves. Quite the opposite. They were in the deepest corners, the darkest spots. Some were so far behind narrow passages that you'd have to crawl on your stomach just to reach them. A map goes where it's easiest to see. These paintings were hidden, but why? So this question comes to mind. Hidden from whom? Maybe from no one. Maybe the cave itself was what mattered. That darkness, that silence, that disconnection from the outside. Think about it. A person left in complete darkness for a long time starts seeing strange things. When the eyes can't find stimulation, they produce their own images. Someone sitting for hours inside a narrow cave by the flickering light of a torch might see animals, shapes, moving figures. And maybe that person drew what they saw. They brought their inner world outside. In some caves, there are hands pressed against the wall, paint blown around them, the hand pulls away, the shape remains. There are hands with missing fingers too. We don't know why they're missing, but that mark is still there. For thousands of years. As if someone just wanted to say one thing. I was here. Think about that for a moment. That person isn't expecting anything. Maybe no one will ever see the mark they left behind. And even if they do, they might not understand it. But they draw anyway. Because they realize something. The colored earth in their hand leaves a mark on the wall. And that mark looks like something. And that something isn't real, but it looks like it is. This might seem like a small moment, but it isn't, because this was the moment a human being first understood something. You can make something that isn't real look real. You can carry what's in your mind to the outside. Someone else can see it. That ability is called producing a symbol. And without that ability, there would be no language, no writing, no this video. So why did they do it in a cave? They could have drawn outside, but they chose the cave. Maybe the cave was a different kind of place. Outside was dangerous and full of noise. The cave was silent, dark, it was yours alone. Maybe they even saw it as home, living without rent or taxes. Wouldn't that be nice? Anyway, let's continue. It was yours alone. And in that silence, something happened. Maybe the cave was a passage, a point between two worlds. And leaving a mark on the wall of that passage meant both I was here and I am part of this world. Today, new paintings are still being found. Every new discovery brings up the same question. When did this begin? But maybe the better question is this. Why did it never stop? Right now, you're sitting in front of a screen, and someone created something for you, wrote it, drew it, told it, and you're looking at it. The person inside that narrow cave, holding a torch up to the wall, did the same thing. They felt something, and they let it out, hoping someone would see it.